Hey everyone. Now to talk about the 5th episode of Voltron Legendary Defenders 6th season, The Black Paladins. Pretty intense one, this one. So I don't want to be too spoilery. But to go off the end of the previous episode, Shiro's, mental reprogramming from Hagar was awakened, and he took Lotor. The former generals infiltrated the Castle of Lions and made off with the Syncline ships, which led to a brief battle of those ships versus Voltron, and actually gave it a bit of a run for its money. Then again, there might have been complications from Keith being in the Black Lions pilot seat once again, as skilled as he can be. Nevertheless. But the Syncline ships retreat to a Galra fleet led by Hagar, and Shiro presents Lotor to her. And I guess due to her visit to Orion, there's been periodic phases between her current self and her previous self as Onerva. And this episode is one of those times, in fact. Unfortunately, I didn't look at the end credits closely. I think it's Cree Summers still doing the voice, but quite differently. Either way, it was still a good performance. Provides a unique story and character element to her. Meanwhile, Shiro leads Keith away from the fleet, and we had to clarify a bit of a thing. The Black Lion managed to make its way through the wormhole just as it was closing. None of the other lions were able to get through. So Keith's on his own. This episode's kind of all over the place, although it was good. Also, aboard the Castle of Lions, Shiro planted a virus that's quickly shutting down its systems. So mainly Corian and Pidge have to act fast. But back to the Keith and Shiro stuff. Shiro leads Keith away, trying to take advantage of his compassion, leading him to either automated or strangely unguarded lab facility where several Shiro clones have been grown. And when Keith tries to appeal to Shiro's good nature, there doesn't seem to be much use, and that leads to a duel all over the facility. And my main takeaway was the impressive combat between the two of them. Keith really being careful, but still doing what he has to. Shiro being portrayed and animated kind of scarily, to be honest. And even his mechanical arm is visualized in ways that kind of evoke body horror, as much as this PG rated show can do, granted. but the actual fight choreography and the character dynamic made it for a really impressive action scene. And I didn't mention the stuff with Voltron and Nerva much because maybe it's just the way I've been watching the series, but kind of a story turn with that kind of confused me. Since it seems for a while now the stories about Lotor and his associated characters are highly based around secrets and double crosses and stuff. So I don't quite know what it means for what this episode presented. I still enjoyed it, still pretty action-packed and emotional. Sorry. And with that, I'll see you at episode 49.